Hello everyone, I'm Jason Martin and welcome to the Champion Faction where I share my love of Stonemaier Games. Today we are talking about Rolling Realms, which is a somewhat unusual game in Stonemaier's portfolio. Rolling Realms started as just a game for people to play with Jamey Stegmaier over Facebook or YouTube. It's an infinitely scalable roll and write game that really caught on, and Jamey decided to publish this as a standalone game, and so I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the solo version of the game. Now, the solo version of the game is kind of interesting because you could just play the game as designed in the multiplayer and simply come up with your own score, but they also included a what they call a mini golf solo campaign that tells you to play certain realms and certain cards with specific rules, restrictions, and requirements and victory conditions, that sort of thing. Now, the game typically is played by using these cards here, and there are some promo realms as well as these big chunky dice and the marker. And every round, one player will roll the dice, and then everybody uses the result of those dice rolls to mark on their cards. And so everyone's playing with the same set of cards. A typical game of Rolling Realms will go over 3 rounds, and each round will have 3 different realms, and each realm is represented by a little mini game on one of the cards. Now, in the base game that we have here, it comes with a bunch of realms from all the Stonemaier games that had been released up to that point. So there's quite a few of them here. In the time since, there have been more that have been released. There is an actual Rolling Realms realm. There is a realm for Libertalia, which is another Stonemaier game that's been released since Rolling Realms came out. And then a realm for Terra Mystica, which is a game that Jamey's really a fan of. And and there are more realms coming as I'm recording this. 3 more realms have been announced. One for Feast for Odin, one for Honeybuzz, and one for the newest Stonemaier game, the small game that was released as part of Stonemaier Games' 10th anniversary, that is Smitten. So those have been announced, but as of the recording of this, have not been released yet. As I said, today I'm actually going to be playing the solo mini golf campaign, or at least one hole in the mini golf campaign, which I'm on hole 3, so I haven't made it very far yet, but hole 3 uses Euphoria, Charterstone, and Tapestry, and I'll be talking a little bit about how that works. As you'll see in the playthrough, I don't actually, there are some mistakes I make in terms of strategy. There's a couple of mistakes that I make in terms of rules. I don't think it makes a huge difference in terms of the outcome, but I hope you will enjoy this playthrough of hole 3 of the solo mini golf campaign from Rolling Realms. Welcome to Rolling Realms. In Rolling Realms, we are attempting to roll dice and fill in numbers to accomplish the tasks, the goals of each of these different realms of Stonemaier Games. The base game comes with, I think it's 8? No, I don't know. I don't remember. 8 different realms or so, and then a few others have been released to coincide with other games that have been released, including Rolling Realms. There's actually a Rolling realm. And so each realm is represented by a card that we have here. And then these 2 cards, this is our score card, as well as where we write down the dice rolls that we've had, and then our resource card, which we use pumpkins, hearts, and coins to do different tasks. Today, I'm going to be playing hole 3 of the solitaire mini golf. The solitaire mini golf are these little variations to each game that have specific rules and goals associated with them. And hole 3, as you can see, is called precision. And I haven't passed it. So I completed holes 1 and 2 on the first try. I've already attempted precision and didn't quite get what I needed. So this is going to be my second attempt. And each of the mini golf holes come with a card description. And this one, I use the realms of Charterstone, Euphoria, and Tapestry. And in addition to the regular rules, I start out with 1 pumpkin, heart, and coin. And then I have to score exactly 3 stars in one realm, 4 stars in another, and exactly 5 stars in the last. So I'm not playing hard, I'm just playing normal. So 3, 4, and 5. And it doesn't include any stars that I may gain from resources. And so that is what I'm doing. So if you look at this, I love this illustration. This illustration of the mini golf is just so cool. And this is 3, and as you can see, precision in the little dartboard there. And you can see there's an arrow in the 3 spot, an arrow in the 4 spot, and then an arrow in the 5 spot. So that's why we're trying to get 3, 4, and 5 in hole 3. All right, so how am I going to do that? Well, every turn, I'm going to be rolling these 2 big old chunky dice and just seeing what I get. So I'll roll, and then I can use 1 die in one of the realms, and then I have to use the other one in a different realm. So what are each of those realms mean? Well, in rolling rounds, each realm is a different mini game that I have to play, and they'll generate stars and resources. And in Charterstone, I use a die. Let's say I use this 2, and I would mark off one of these dice up here, in this case the 2, and get the resource. So I would get the pumpkin. And then in a later turn, I can use a die to mark off any of those numbers that I've put down here. I put the other die number in the bottom. So I would use the 2. The 2 is being used, and the 2 is used to mark that off. I get the pumpkin, and then I put the 6 here. So the other die that I'm not using in that realm. And I put that down here. And what I would like to do is get so that all of these, or most of these, or a lot of these are the same number, because then I can use that number of die later to mark off all of these and get stars for each number of crates that I have marked off at the end of the game. So that's Charterstone. Euphoria is I use a die to mark off on either one of these sets of columns that particular number, or if I roll a double, I can use 1 die. I'm still only using 1 die, but I can mark off both numbers in these columns. So if this were, like if I had rolled a double 2, I could use that 2 to mark off both that 2 and this 2, and then I still can use the other 2 in another realm. But then I gain the resource or the star of the cumulative total of each column set. So as you can see, getting stars, you're only limited to when this sum total is 4 to 10. That's a pretty narrow range. In fact, most of the time, you won't be able to get all 6 stars if you ever cross out the 5 or the 6 before you've gotten at least 3 stars in each one. And then we have Tapestry. Tapestry is one of my favorites, although it's pretty hard to do. In Tapestry, you are using a die to mark off a shape that corresponds to these shapes down here, so 1 through 6, and I put that shape somewhere in this, and when I've completely marked in a 2x2 square, then I get that resource, and whenever I've completed a row completely colored in or a column, I get a star. Now, interesting thing about this, I'm trying to get 3, 4, or 5 stars in in one of the realms, but this one I can't get 5. It is impossible to get 5 stars in Tapestry. So this is either going to have to be 4 or all 6, and in all likelihood, 6 is really tough. So I'll probably go for getting 4 stars in this one, which will basically mean completing everything except for one 2x2 square. And that's it. So that's how I'm going to get attempt to do all of this. So now I'm going to start the game as this card's indicated with one of each resource. So I'm going to circle one of each resource. That lets me know that I have that. And then we'll be filling in, actually let me move this over here. Yeah. We will be rolling the dice and then just seeing what we can do with each of them. All right. Okay, ooh, 6 and a 6. Well, doubles are great for Euphoria. I don't need to get all 6 stars in any of them, but that is too good of a thing to pass up. I'm gonna go ahead and cross off 6 and 6, and that gives me 2 stars. Because the sum total of this is 6, obviously, and the same with that. So I get 1 star for that set of columns and 1 star for that set of columns. Okay, but that's only 1 die. I still have the other one to use, so I have another 6 I can use. You know, 6 at this early in the game is really good for tapestry because 6 can give you one of these really big areas, and so I think I'm going to, let's see, where should I put it? I definitely want to put that somewhere. I think I want to put it here. And that gets me a heart. So I can get a heart there. Now, at any time, I can spend these resources to do different things. So I now have 2 hearts, and it says, if the rolled dice are a pair, gain a die of that value. So I gain a die of the value, but I have to spend it in a realm that I don't already have, which right now is Charterstone. So right now, I could use that 6, use one of those 6s again to mark that off and get another coin. Do I want to do that? It's a little early to start using a bunch of resources, but whenever you have an opportunity with doubles to get to make another mark, you know what, I think I got to do it. I don't know if this is the best use of these hearts, but I'm using those hearts. I'm marking that off, and I'm getting a coin. Well, that was a pretty successful first turn, I think. I don't know that I could have done much better than that. Okay, turn 2. Oh my gosh, doubles again, 4 and 4. Okay, well, oh wow, I could immediately just go ahead and wrap up Euphoria right here by doing 4 and 4. That would get 10, 2 more stars. This would be 4, but then I would have to get 6 in Tapestry. I was gonna save Tapestry to get 4 there. I might be better off shooting for 5 here. That'd mean I'd need 6 there. Well, that's not impossible. Charterstone, I've gotten 6 stars with Charterstone before. Or no, I would need 5 stars in Charterstone. Or 4. So these two need to be 5 and, well, do I need, I keep thinking I need 6. I'm not going for hard. So I need 3, 4, or 5. Well, I have double 4s. Where should I put this now? Well, I'm definitely going to use, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to use one of the 4s here. It's just a matter of whether I use the other one in Euphoria or in Charterstone. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and use it in Euphoria. To get this, those doubles are just really too hard to pass up. And so that gets me 2 more stars. And then the other 4, I think I'll use that in Tapestry. So, and I will do it right here. So I'm going to need a 1 right there, but that gives me a coin. So I have some coins. Coins are really good because you can use coins to gain an extra die value of however many coins you spend. So that could come in handy, especially if I get towards the end and need to mark some off here. I can spend some coins to do that. Okay, next turn. All right, a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. Well, I can do a 1 right there. I need to fill in a 1 here. And a 5. I could use that in Euphoria. Yeah, let's do that. And do 1. And 5. And so this now totals 15, which gives me a pumpkin and a heart. And 2 pumpkins now will allow me to adjust the die value of a one up or down. All right. So far, so good, I think. So I have the 4 finished here. This really needs to be 3, or I'm sorry, 5. I need to get 5 here, and this will need to be 3. All right, 4 and 3. Ooh, if the sum of the rolled dice is a 7, gain a die of the same value as either rolled dice. I can spend 2 coins and get a 3rd die here as well. I think I do want to do that. So now it's just a matter of what do I put where. Well, I think I'm going to put the 4 right here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me a pumpkin and a heart. And the 3, I will put here and get another pumpkin and a heart. And now I'm going to spend 2 coins to get a die value of, it doesn't help me a ton actually. I'm going to do it anyway. I'll get another heart, I guess. Now I want to get another, yeah, I will get another heart. So I'm going to mark this off. Put the 3 down here and get a heart. Okay. Oh, gotta mark that here. 4 and 3. Okay. Turn 5. Another double, my goodness, 5 and 5. Well, I can't use that in Euphoria again. I've already done doubles there. But I could use 2 hearts to gain another 5. Well, I could use a 5 there. And 5 there. Could I use a 5? Yeah, I probably could and should do that. Now, where would I put the 5 here? I guess I could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. So we're gonna go. The way I'm drawing these in, it's not the best method. It's looking kind of messy, but all of this is colored in. I actually feel like I'm doing better in tapestry than I typically do. I only need that square right there to finish. Actually, if I got a 2, I could finish that part, and I could just leave that blank. Oh, if I had a 2, a 2, and a 2, that would basically get the 4 stars I need in tapestry. So that could do it if I got 3 sets of 2s. Maybe I could even use coins to do that. Okay, so I already used 1 5 for tapestry, another 5 I'm going to use here in Euphoria, and get another heart in pumpkin. And oh, I know what I can do. I could adjust. No, I don't want to do that. I think I am going to use the 2 hearts to make another 5 die. And I'm going to mark it here. I don't know if, I'm not entirely sure if this is allowed, but I'm going to use 2 pumpkins to adjust. So if I'm using this die value again, I put this die value, which is a 5 there, but I think I can adjust the value of this one that I'm putting in the bottom part. I think I can adjust that by 1 by spending 2 pumpkin and make that a 6. So this is the die that I created with the 2 hearts, the 5, and I think I can adjust this and make it a 6, but you know what? I think that might be against the rules. That might be against the rules because I might need to do that with because I already used that die as a 5. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm still going to mark that off, and I'll put a 5 down here. That would have been really great if I could have made that a 6, but I kind of don't think that that would be allowed for me to adjust that using pumpkins. Okay. All right, so I've adjusted that. I think I marked that off. Okay. It'd be great if I could get some 2s to fill in here. That would be super cool. I don't need doubles, just a single 2 die. No. I could adjust that 3 to make it a 2. Oh, actually, I need to use the 3 here. 3 to put a 6 there. Gives me another heart. Okay. And now this 6. Oh, shoot. I don't really have any place to use a 6. Unless I adjust it. No, even a 5 I can't really use. I've really kind of painted myself into a corner here. Because I can't use anything. I can only use a 1, 2, or 3 in tapestry. There's no room to use a 4, 5, or 6. I can only use a 1, 2, or 3. And I can only use a 1, 2, or 3 in Euphoria. My goodness, I can only use 4, 5, and 6 can only go in Charterstone. I mean, even adjusting this by 1 would only make it a 5, and that doesn't really help me. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't help me. I hate to say it, but I think that is a wasted die. Well, there went some of the benefit of getting extra die earlier in the game. Oh my gosh. 6 and a 3 again. Well, okay, I've got to adjust this. I'm going to adjust this by 1 and make that a 2 so that I can cross that off and use a 6 there. And then, so I've used the 3 there. And I have nowhere to use this 6 again. I just don't have that. Get that pumpkin from there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have my 4 here. Ugh. And if I'm going for 5 in Charterstone, I need to get on the ball here. Okay, well, that's not impossible to get 5 in Charterstone. I'm not really set up for it well right now, but if I could get a 5 or a 6 in there, or 3, 5, or 6, a number I already have here, and then be able to cross out the 6s, and then whatever that is, that would give me 5 stars in Charterstone. And in Tapestry, I'd need a 2, and a 1. Oh man, well I still have a couple of coins I can use for the 2s or the 1s, so we'll see where that goes. And still have 4 hearts that I can use as well. And if I'm able to get that 2, 2, and 1, that'll give me some Tapestry resources. Okay, well we're not dead yet, but I gotta be careful about this. Getting all 4 of those stars in Euphoria was nice, but it kind of hamstrung me a little bit. Oh my gosh, another 6 and a 3. This is ridiculous. Okay. All right, I'm gonna gain a die of a value 1 using that coin. And I'm gonna cross that off here and put a 6. And that gives me a pumpkin. Okay. So I used that, the made die to cross that off, which means I can't use Charterstone again. You can only use it once per turn. But now I'm set up to be able to use that. Although I could spend 3 pumpkins and use the 6 there as well. And then I would need to use the 3 over here. Yeah, I think that's what I gotta do. Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Use 3 pumpkins, which allows me to adjust the die +1, -1, or 0. I'm gonna adjust it 0. You may use it in a realm you've already used this turn. So I'm gonna do that and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross that off, get 4 stars. That sets me up well because now I just need to somehow get a 3 or a 5 to get 1 more star in Charterstone. And then somehow get Tapestry to work. Okay, and with 3, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Actually, if I get a 2 and a 1, a 2 and a 1 works there. Yeah, if I get a 2 to put here and a 1 there, that would give me 1, 2, 3 stars. And so I need a 2 and a 1 here. I can make a 1 if I need to later. Oh, I can also spend 2 hearts to do. Okay, so I have some options. Last turn of the game, I need a 2 and a 1, either through roll or manipulation, and a 3 or a 5, again, either through roll or manipulation. Let's see what we can do. Oh my gosh, this was a terrible roll. I think this was a terrible roll. I needed low numbers and I got high. I mean, that 5, obviously I can use the 5 here. Yeah, I don't see any other way to play it. There were so many different possibilities, and now I think I am a bit screwed because, yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get this. and that gives me my 5th star in Charterstone. And so I have 5, 4, I need 3 stars here. So I'd use that. I still have this 6 die. I don't think there's anything I can do with that 6. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah, and my resources, the only one that helps me is this 1 value coin, which I could put, actually I could put that there. Oh, what does that do for me? Yeah, okay. Let's see, is this gonna work? I don't know, it may not. So I use that coin right there to fill that in, and that also gives me a coin, and it also gives me 1 star right here. And then I could use that 1 coin to fill in I can fill it in either here or here, but I still need the other one. I don't see any way for me to get another coin. I could get another pumpkin here, which doesn't help me because I don't have enough pumpkins to do anything with. And I could get another heart here, which again, I don't think that helps me because the rolled dice are not, yeah, I would need to make 2 marks in there. So really I would need 3 pumpkins. If I was gonna make this work, I would need 3 pumpkins, and at best I can get 1. Shoot. So might as well just fill that in. I get the star and 1 pumpkin, but I don't think there's anything I can do with that. And I'm 1 star short in Tapestry of completing this hole. Oh, all right. Well, so my final score is you get 1 point for every star, and then a 1/10 of a point for every unused resource. Well, I went ahead, I did use that coin to make that fill in that last space. Is there really nothing else I can do with 4 hearts? I can gain a die of the same value as either rolled die, but that's a 5 and a 6, and 5 and 6s just were not what I needed this turn. Or at least that 6 wasn't. The 5 helped me finish that, but okay, so final score is 11.5. And again, turn this over, and second try is 11.5, and I'm still not through it. So that was a playthrough of 1 round or 1 hole of mini golf in the Rolling Realms solo campaign. As you can see, I didn't quite win. I came close though, and I think if I had made a few different decisions, I certainly could have. So I'm gonna give that another shot, and hopefully I'll be more successful. I hadn't really had much of a chance to play through the full mini golf campaign. As you see, I'm only on hole 3, but I'm hoping over the next couple of days, maybe week or 2, I might finish a whole campaign there. As you can see, each round really doesn't take all that long to play. So I could easily pull it out, at lunch or when I have a few minutes here or there. I could probably play a full round in 20 minutes or so. And that's kind of going even slowly. It might even be able to go faster than that. But that's my playthrough. There should be a link in the description below for my full review of Rolling Realms whenever I get that posted. As of right now, this will go up before my review does. But when my review is put online, then I'll be sure to include a link here in the description. And until the next one, I'll be making my way to the factory as the champion faction. Bye, everybody.